Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Grandmaster Shaman, and welcome back to Flower Paradise. If you guys did miss the previous episodes, you better go back and watch that before you just hop in the middle of the series. So, do check that out. It is going to be it's been a lot of fun so far, but we're here for another episode of Sakura Fox Adventure. We've gotten some backstory in the last episode as we get to see it's all coming back. Yep, it's all coming back together. We're gonna just jump on into it. So guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. That's a good start. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, it's coming back to me. Memories buffet me like tidal waves, so thick and fast, I feel breathless. The young blonde girl. Forest, the slime. I defeated it with my magical powers, something that would be unthinkable now. And then I took my hand in her own. I told her that she would look cuter if she smiled more, and though she seemed sulky, she relented. The laughter was beautiful. So maybe when they maybe they locked her memory away, and because they locked her memory away, like she lost some of her powers or something. There's got to be a reason to it. There has to be some connection. I'm almost positive of that. I'd always been told humans were more dangerous monsters, but she didn't seem very dangerous. In fact, the opposite. She was the first human I ever met. I wanted her to be my friend. I gave her my ribbon and then... Oh my gods!
Mikoto, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay? Your stomach doesn't hurt, does it?
No, it's not that. That ribbon... It used to belong to me.
Huh?
Junie's response to my announcement is as expected. She doesn't just stare, she gasps. Her mouth open is so wide I can see her molars.
But this ribbon, how could it be yours?
The fox
girl who rescued me was young, but she was powerful. She defeated that slime in an instant. But you couldn't defend yourself from a few humans with wooden spears. There's no way you could be her.
Ouch, way to hurt a girl's self-esteem. It doesn't seem to add up, I know, but that ribbon has got to be mine. It matches the one in my own hair, look.
You're right. I can't believe I never noticed it before.
The girl who rescued you in the forest that day. It was me. You must be the reason why I like humans so much, Junie. I wanted to go to the Harvest Festival every year so badly, and it must be because I wanted to see you. I missed you, but I didn't even remember you. You were my first ever friend, and I forgot you.
So you were her. That explains why I thought you looked so familiar. You even talked the same way. You might have lost your powers, but you really are her. Oh, Makoto.
Junie. I inch closer to Junie. The cool grass rubs against my bare skin like a gentle caress. The wind clutches my hair so it flutters. Something's gonna happen, you know, like it's looming. Junie's still clutching the ribbon in her hand, the symbol of our enduring friendship bequeathed 20 years prior. Junie was my first ever friend. She was so dear to me, but I forgot her. I don't know why, but I do know this. Now I remember her again, and I don't want to leave her side. Not ever. Now I know, without a shadow of a doubt. I love you.
Oh, Makoto, I feel the same way. I love you too.
But Junie doesn't get the chance to finish that sentence, because at that moment...
Huh? What was that?
The sky rumbles, the earth shakes, and almost feels like the ground is going to split in two, cleaved by a bolt of celestial lightning. But there isn't a storm. It's a clear, calm night. What then is that noise? It couldn't be.
It came from the village.
Junie gets to her feet, all prior tenderness forgotten. Junie gets to her feet, all prior tenderness forgotten. The pleats of the skirt whip around her thighs, her eyes narrow than the trepidation. Junie might not be a fox girl like me, but even her dull human senses, she can smell it on the air. Danger.
Something's attacking the village. I need to go see what it is. As a knight, it's my duty to protect my people.
If you're going, then I'm going too. I have to.
But Makoto, you can't. Any of the villagers see you, or worse, the village chief, then...
It doesn't matter what they say. I don't care what they think. My life might be at risk, but so what? I can't back down now. Not if this is what I think it is.
again. The ground rumbles.
Again, the ground rumbles. It doesn't feel like an earthquake. Instead, it feels like a sudden influx of life coursing beneath the soil. I swallow. I know this feeling well, and I think I know who's behind it. I want to be wrong, but this seems like the only possibility. If that's the case, then I have to fight. Junie tries to argue with me, but I remain staunch. Junie might be stubborn, but so am I, and I can't afford to back down now. It's not like we have all this much to debate either. The ground continues to shake beneath us, an ominous portent of what's to come. Eventually, Junie throws her hands up in despair and says,
All right, fine. You can come with me, but keep behind me. If anything happened to you, I'd be devastated.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, I'll stay safe. I wouldn't want to make you cry after all.
Given your track record of promises, I'm not all that hopeful.
Hey, don't hold something I said 20 years ago against me. Besides, I did come back. You're talking to me right now.
Well, I can see that, but...
Junie's rebuttal is soon cut off by another tremor. This one's more forceful than before. Junie bites her lip.
We don't have much time. Let's go.
I'm right behind you. Junie runs off through the forest, and I follow along behind her. We dash through the trees, foliage whipping past me in a green distinct border. I churn mud up beneath the soles of my shoes. Twigs snap and muscles string against my ankles, but I don't stop. The closer we get to the village, the louder the rumbling beneath my feet gets. It's so bad, it's hard to stand. I stumble, and Junie has to pause and help me up, her eyes large with worry.
Are you alright, Makoto?
I'm fine. Let's keep going. Honestly speaking, I don't feel fine. My heart is seizing up in my chest already, and my lungs are burning, desperate for air. All the while, my mind swirls with anxious thoughts. Don't let it be her. Don't let it be her. I don't want to fight her. But when Junie and I break through the trees, emerging on the forest, I was, where the festival was held only a few days prior. Yep.
Makoto.
She's the one who greets me.
It's so good to see you again. I was worried sick. You should have warned me before you took off like that, you know. You were a very naughty girl.
Ohana. My eyes rake over my tutor. Oh, fuck. She looks much the same as always. Her hair is long, soft pink that shimmers beneath the moonlight. Her expression is gentle, her voice slightly admonishing. But that's a total contrast to the scene of chaos behind her. The festival stalls, once so bright and cheerful, had been completely decimated. Some of the stalls have been reduced to firewood, indiscriminate pieces strewn across the grass. The lanterns have been torn down at an angle, and bunting is crumpling into dirt. Thick vines have erupted without rhyme and reason from the ground. These vines wrap around some of the stalls that still stand, which buckle under their weight. A sign advising taiyaki is being squeezed in a deadly embrace right before my eyes. And so too is the troll from Junie's stall, where I scooped those fish. Festival site, which was once a place of fun and laughter, has been ruined. And that's not the worst of it. No content to squeeze bits of inanimate wood, various visitors from Western Village are ensnared among Ohana's pulsating vines. Men and women alike are trapped in this leafy embrace, some of them already unconscious. I can hardly believe it, but... Ohana, did you do this?
Well, who else?
Ohana's smile didn't flicker.
Why does it matter, my dear Makoto? You don't really care about these humans or their silly festivals, do you? I told you time and time again, humans are a menace. What?
Junie is frozen in shock and only stand there, staring open-mouthed at the horrors before her. Junie's a resident of Warren Village, so this must be even more painful for her than it is for me. Maybe she set up some of those stalls herself. She helped the villagers paint these decorative signs and string up these hanging lanterns and arrange the bunting. And now it's been ruined. Her hard work has quite literally been trampled into the dirt, and that's to say nothing of the poor people coiled among Ohana's vines.
This should have never happened. I don't get it. What is there not to get, human girl? It's fairly simple. My Makoto was imprisoned in your village for several days, so I was afraid for her. I was left with no choice. I vowed I would leave no stone unturned in my search for her. This is for the greater good. I'm doing this for Makoto's sake, to keep her safe.
But I never asked you to do any of this. This is insanity.
Hey.
Junie looks at me anxiously, her face even paler than the silvery moon up ahead.
Just who is this woman, Makoto? She seems to know you, but she isn't a fox girl like you. Why is she here?
This woman, I grit my teeth together, my fingers clenched at my side. She's my tutor, Ohana.
Ohana? So this is the tutor you mentioned?
That's right. She's always been strict, and I know she doesn't like me messing with humans, but this is going too far even for her.
I see. So she came here to look for you.
I assume so. She must be searching ever since I went missing, and now she's found me. I can hardly believe it myself, though. You didn't need to do this. These villagers have nothing to do with you. Why would you harm them?
Oh, you're angry with me?
Of course I'm angry with you. I could understand you being disappointed by my actions, but this is unacceptable. This is... I glanced around, struggling for words. A young boy ensnared in the vines, he whimpers, evidently in pain. His mother, meanwhile, is slumped forward, unconscious. The man is lying on the floor, unmoving, his clothes are torn, his head lolling. I recognize one of the people tossed up in the vines, unconscious. To my alarm, I see that it's Fallon.
Fallon, no, it can't be.
But it is, most definitely. She looks worse for wear. There's a scar on her face, and her hair is matted with blood. But though her eyes are closed, she's still breathing, her eyelashes trembling in uneasy slumber.
Oh, do you know this woman, Makoto?
We've spoken a few times, yes. At first she threatened me, but over time, she was kind. She helped me.
I don't know if I can believe that.
Ohana rolled her eyes.
When I arrived in this village, these villagers went berserk. They all rushed me, weapons drawn, and that woman was the worst of them all. If I had been slightly slower, she might have taken my head off my shoulders. She was a dangerous brute, more of a dog than a human, and being crushed to death would be too good of a demise for her. Fallon, I can't believe it.
Junie raised her head, her eyes flashing.
How can you do that to Fallon, you bitch?
A bitch, am I? Oh my, did I hit a nerve?
You...
Junie stares at Ohana, her hands reach up for her sword, her eyes burning.
How dare you?
So you mean to hurt me too? I see you're cut from the same cloth as all these other humans. You pretend to be sad, but it's all an excuse. You just want to challenge your feelings and anger, so you may lash out at the nearest acceptable target. Don't try and pretend those feelings are anything more complex than that. At heart, you humans are nothing more than animals who act on base impulses.
Why, you...
I think Junie means to charge at Ohana, but I rest a hand on Junie's shoulder. Don't, Junie.
But Makoto...
Please, Junie. I've only just found you again. I don't want you getting hurt. Junie opens and closes her mouth at a loss before she slides her sword back into its scabbard.
All right, then. I'll try and remain calm, but this woman, this bitch, I don't know if I can forgive her. Then it's a good thing I don't particularly care to come to court the forgiveness of you humans. You're the ones who truly need to apologize. You humans have maltreated nymphs and fox girls alike for hundreds of years. You drove us out of your forests, you cut down our trees, you ruined our livelihood. I think it's about time you got a taste of your own medicine, girl.
Ohana, you can't really mean that. This is monstrous. What you're doing is evil.
I fail to see what I've done wrong.
It's the humans who imprisoned you here, after all. No, they didn't. I came here because
you wanted to.
Ohana sighs deeply.
I just don't understand. Why would you come here of all places? Look how welcoming this so-called village chief is of your kind.
I glance about the festival, and so does Junie. It takes me a few moments to locate him. There are so many other people in pain, after all. But, oh no, not Uwin.
Oh no, not Uwin. Unwin, too.
There, hanging in the air, is the village chief. It's hard to see him clearly, but he's encased in vines. But his wrinkled face is unmistakable. The village chief, unlike some of the other villagers, is still conscious. He glares at me, his face filled with bitter hatred, and spits. I can't believe it. That monster, she's still alive, and she's here to get her revenge. I knew that girl was bad news. The village chief's words ruse a few other villagers. They stare at me, their limbs dangling, constructed by Ohana's vines. Murmurs fill the air like bee stings. It hurts. The fox girl? The one Fallon killed? How did she come back to life? We should have finished her off while we had the chance. She's come to destroy our village. No, that's not... that's not right. That's not what I want. Fuck. Why can't I not... Yo. My eyes dart this way and that, my lower lip trembling. I'm searching for allies, but the captured inhabitants of Warren Village are cold and uncaring. No one here will support me. I suppose I should have expected as much. It's because of me that this happened. This is all my fault.
That's right, I never would have attacked this village if you hadn't run away, Makoto. You claim to love humans, but they certainly don't love you, and now you've duped them all. I know these people will never accept you. I lectured you over and over again, but it seems my lectures weren't enough. I hope you finally come to understand that humans are all wicked, evil creatures. They're not worthy of our respect or our attention. By living among this rabble, you're debasing yourself. The longer you stay here, the dirtier you will become. That is why I need to take you back home. I want to purify you. You can only be truly happy if you're with me where you belong. No, that's not true.
Junie? I stare at Junie, who's been oddly silent during this whole exchange. Junie's shoulders are shaking, her eyelashes shining with tears, but her eyes are filled with brazen resolve.
Some people in this village may not be accepting of Makoto. It's true, but I will still accept her no matter what. I can't stand here and let you, her so-called tutor, call her dirty, and I won't let you hurt my people either. As a knight, it's my job to defeat evil creatures like you, so prepare yourself.
Junie draws her sword from her scabbard. The sharp blade shimmers ominously in the moonlight. I know what Junie means to do, even before she charges forward. She's going to attack Ohana. As angry as I am with Ohana, she's still my tutor. I don't know if I want Junie to hurt her, but...
How naive.
Ohana doesn't shrink away from Junie's valiant charge. Instead, she only smiles.
These other humans thought they could beat me too. They, like you, readied their weapons, but in the end, they were all defeated. I suppose you need to learn how powerless you are too. I'm a benevolent woman, and I don't mind giving away pearls of wisdom for free. Listen closely. You'll never be able to defeat me, no matter what. Well, we'll just see about that.
Junie slashes at Ohana with her sword, but Ohana jumps back nimbly. Junie pursues, her eyes burning with righteous anger. She swings her sword in an arc, but Ohana's able to dodge, always a step out of her range. Junie grinds her teeth together so hard she's in danger of splintering them.
Get back here, you coward. I need to repay you threefold for all the harm you've done to my village. I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, you poor thing! Ohana smiles, sharp, completely at her leisure, as Junie's blows, each one delivered with an intensity I've never seen before, fail to connect.
You have spirit, yes, but you're several centuries early to dream of hurting me. I'm far, far older than you can imagine, and much wiser.
So you're just an old lady, huh?
Well, I feel sorry for beating you down. I always thought to respect my elders, but I was taught to protect those in need too, and I won't rest until I've delivered my justice.
How charming. For a human, you're rather adorable, but... Ohana frowns.
I've grown tired of indulging. It's time for me to get serious.
The ground trembles beneath my feet, louder and stronger than ever before. The reverberations make my cheeks clatter, my tail swishes. I've sparred against Ohana dozens of times, but she never used magic quite this strong before. Ohana is always careful when we fought, lest she hurt me. But I don't think she cares about hurting Junie. To her, Junie is just another human. She's disposable, worthless.
Hey, what?
Junie, look out, behind you!
I call after Junie, but it's too late.
Oh, bloody fucking hell. It's always vines or fucking... Jesus, okay. A thick, pulsating vine erupts from the earth. Its wind winds its way around Junie's waist, her thighs, and her chest, pinning her in the air. Junie's sword falls from her hand seconds before it can strike Ohana down. It hits the grass with a soft bump, rendering her completely helpless. Now she has no way to fight back. She's completely ensnared.
That's better, much better, in fact. I was getting a little worried for a few seconds. You swung that sword like a woman possessed. It was awfully inelegant. At least you can have a bit of rest now. Why, you...
Junie squirms against the vines. She tries to break free, but the vines are sensitive, and they tighten to her every movement. Junie grasps in pain. Her eyes swim in angry, defeated tears. The vines are creeping along Junie's skin. They slip between her cleavage and masses. Oh my god. I wonder if Ohana's doing this on purpose. I never took her for a sadist, but now that I think about it, in the past she used her vines to place me in a lot of compromising positions too. Maybe she likes observing pretty girls trussed up and hopeless. I can't deny it. Junie does look pretty hot right now. But please stop, you're hurting her. I glare at Ohana, angry but utterly impotent. I don't have a weapon like Junie, and I can't use magic. There's no way I can protect her. With want of any way to save my beloved, all I could do is plead. Ohana, please let her go.
So, you care about this human girl, do you? It seems you've grown rather fond of her, though you've known her for only a few days. She is the reason why you've been here for so long, I wonder.
Ohana's eyes harden. Her anger warps her face until she looks almost ugly.
Unforgivable. That a mere human should command so much of your time, Makoto. That's unforgivable. I need to take this make this harlot pay.
Junie cries out in pain as the vines grip her more firmly. Her body jostled about, completely helpless. The vines spread Junie's legs apart. They must... yeah. Junie is being assaulted before my very eyes. Ohana stripped Junie not just of her fighting spirit, but of her pride. I turned my head away, my body trembling. If I only tried harder during Ohana's training sessions, if I could use a bit of magic, then I could use a counterattack. I could singe Ohana's vines to a crisp, then catch Junie in my arms like a brave knight. I could stop Ohana. I could save this village. I could save Junie. All the possibilities whirl around in my head, but I know they're nothing more than desperate dreams. I might have protected Junie from a slime when we were kids, but I have no idea how I did that. Right now, I can conjure up more than just sparks. I'm so pathetic. As I am right now, I can't do anything.
Oh, my poor cute Makoto.
Ohana's expression softens. Even in her enraged state, it still seems to have a sliver of reason left because she sighs.
You may not believe me, but I really don't want to hurt you. I'm a pacifist at heart, and I deplore violence for violence's sake. Under normal circumstances, I would never attack a human village like this as much as I dislike their kind. Indiscriminate battles are the fore of warmongering humans, not I. I'm not proud of my actions, Makoto, but I'm doing this for your sake. I just want you to come home. Now be a good girl and return to my side. Then I'll call off my attack on this village. I won't hurt these foolish humans or this silly knight, whom you're so inexplicably fond of. If I could, I'd like to crush all of her bones into dust.
No, you can't!
But I am kind to a fault. I do have some self-control. I'll spare her if you only come home with me, my cute Makoto. I swear to it on my life.
Ohana's smiling, but something about her expression sends a shiver down my spine. I don't trust her. I can't. She might be my instructor, but she isn't acting like the woman I know. I might never... but maybe I never really knew Ohana. I thought she was my kind, caring tutor, but perhaps this intense hatred lurked beneath her smiles. I didn't know if I could go back with her, but if I don't, this whole village will be in danger, and Junie too. What should I do? Oh wait, log. Safety. Well, we gotta go with as true of an ending as I can get, so we're gonna refuse. Logically, I know I should bow down to Ohana. There's no way I'd be able to defeat her. She's far, far stronger than I could ever hope to be. I've spared with her hundreds of times in the past. Every single one of those bouts ended without exception in my defeat. I could never tear down Ohana's vines no matter how hard I try, but I can't afford to give in now. Not with Junie's welfare on the line. I'm not going to let Ohana hurt her. I won't let her get away with this. I won't give in.
Oh, does that mean you wish to fight me, my cute Makoto?
No, I don't. I don't want to fight you at all. You're my tutor and I respected you. You were one of my idols even. But I can't stand by and let you abuse those humans like this. It isn't right.
Oh dear.
Ohana shakes her head.
You've always been so impulsive, Makoto, but not even I thought you would be this foolish. I'm not baffling you. I'm bluffing you. If you don't come back to Yamatai with me, I won't hurt this night girl. I won't hesitate. Do you care about her at all?
I bite my lower lip and look back at Junie. She's still suspended in the air, wrapped up in Ohana's vines. It'd be easy for Ohana to crush Junie. Ohana's strong enough. I know that better than anybody, having been on the receiving end of her attacks so often. I don't want Junie to suffer, but...
It'll be okay, Makoto. You need to do what's right. Don't listen to that wicked woman. Don't back down now.
It's okay, Jimmy. Don't worry. I protected you once before from that slime, and I can do it again. I'll save you. I'll save all these residents from Warren Village after everything that's happened. I glare at Ohana, my eyes dripping with hatred. Do you really think I'd go back with you? You're the worst.
Oh, Makoto, your words wound me so. Can't you see I'm only doing this for your sake? As your tutor, I just want you to be happy. I love you.
No, you don't. If you love me, you wouldn't take such delight in causing me pain. You don't love me at all. You want to control me. You've had me wrapped around your finger your whole life. But I won't let you get the better of me now.
I see. So you really do mean to fight. This is quite a burden. But I can't say it's entirely unexpected. You've always been brash, Makoto. It's part of your charm. That's why I like you so much. But I can't excuse your poor behavior. I'll drag you back to Yamatai by your tail if I have to, and make you forget everything about that human girl.
As if you could, I won't let you. The ground trembles beneath my feet. I know from experience that Ohana means to ensnare me with more vines. But I can't let her, I refuse. I dash away just in time. The ground beneath my feet, left heel splits apart, and a vine surges forth from the earth. The vine tries to coil around me, but I'm too quick and I won't let it catch me.
So you've learned a few tricks during your time in Warren Village, haven't you?
That's right. Junie trained me while I was here. She helped me hone my reflexes. I'm stronger than I was before thanks to her. And you won't be able to best me.
What a bold claim.
Ohana idly toys with a strand of her pink hair. She almost looks bored, like a mother waiting for a young child to finish a temper tantrum.
You forget, Makoto. I was your tutor ever since you were a little girl. We fought together numerous times. Nobody knows your powers better than I do, or your limitations. You might have learned one or two new tricks, but the days you've spent with this human girl can't compare to the years you've spent with me. Take this.
More vines split the earth around me. I'm able to dodge them, but a vine catches my cheek, drawing blood. It stings. I gasp and almost lose my footing.
Here.
A vine emerges directly behind me. It tangles around my head, tripping me. I fall over backwards. My head hits the ground, and a burst of pain cleaves my skull in half. It hurts. I lie there, winded, but I know I can't afford to remain inert. If I don't keep moving more, the vines will wrap around me, and then it'll be the end. I pull myself upright, claw at the vine with my bare hands. It's thick, and I can't tear it apart with brute force. I'm not strong enough. If only I could use magic, but I've always been terrible at spells. All I can create are some embers. I'm 25 years old and only have one tail. As a fox girl, I'm a disappointment. Damn it. Damn it. Angry tears bead in my eyes. I hack at the vine around my ankle, but to little avail. I can't get free, and now even more vines are splitting the earth around me. Soon they'll surround me in a circle, preventing any escape. I'm trapped.
Have fun trying to break out of this cage, my cute Makoto. For all that talk, you're nothing but a naughty little fox cub. It's a pity, really.
Ohana sighs. I can see her beyond the cage of vines that hold me, or at least the sliver of her. Ohana's hair dances in the wind, her expression is archly amused, as though she knew this would always happen. She never had any faith in me. She knows better than everybody how weak I am. Oh, I can... You used to be so strong when you were younger. You were something of a child prodigy, as one might imagine of Himiko's daughter. Everyone expected great things from you, but you had to go and make friends with the human. Huh? You mean, you know that I met Junie as a child?
Of course I knew. As your tutor, it's my job to know everything. I followed you into the woods that day all those years ago. I saw you meet that human girl with blonde hair, who, by the way, looks remarkably like the knight I have in my clutches. I should have killed that human girl the moment I laid eyes on her, but I don't like needless bloodshed. I told myself such cruelty was unnecessary. I didn't need to kill her. I only needed to ensure you would never try to meet her again, and that you would have no memory of your encounter with her.
What? I stare at Ohana, helpless, through the cage of vines which wraps around my body. I already know where the story is going. My mind has made a logical leap to the only possible conclusion, but I don't want to believe it. Ohana, you're not the one who erased my memories, are you?
Indeed I am. I had no other choice. I didn't want you meeting this human girl ever again. Humans are our enemies. I had to put a stop to your deluded notions of cross-species friendship before you get hurt. I was doing it for your sake, Makoto, but my powers are more potent than I'd ever imagined. I wiped your memory all right, but in doing so, you lost most of your powers. It's all because of this girl. If you hadn't met her, you would be the incredible fox girl you were always meant to be. You might have 3 or 4 tails by now, but this girl hampered your growth. She destroyed you, and now I will destroy her. I'll get rid of her, but don't worry. I love you too much to let you cry, my cute Makoto. I'll kiss away your tears one by one, and then I'll erase this girl from your memories once more. Then you won't have to be sad. We can be together uninterrupted for the rest of our lives. As if I want to be with you after hearing that. You're insane, let me go. I'm sorry, Makoto, but I can't do that. This is for your own good. I love you far too much. Ohana raises her hand, and she forms a fist in the air. All of a sudden, the vines around Junie tighten. They dig into her flesh, forcing a pained gasp from her mouth. Junie's face is turning blue. She can't breathe. If all this keeps up, she'll die. She'll truly die, and I won't be able to save her. Damn it. Tears sting my eyes. My whole body shudders. I need to save Junie. I need to save her. I need to rescue her like she rescued me from those angry villagers during the night of the festival. I care about her. I like her. I won't let you hurt the woman I love. Take this. I extend my own hand, and then... Yo, wait, did she, like, just grow 9 tails? Holy shit. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She at least has 8. I think there's 9 in here. There's a big clump over on the west side. She might have just grown all 9 tails, like, in an instant. Well, she has her memory back, and if that's what's hindering her, it makes sense. She just hasn't tried to use her power yet. Energy of the lights I'd never known erupt from my body. The vines around me dissolve into nothingness, evaporated by the sheer energy exuding around me. The grass around my feet wilts and dies. Embers dance in the air. I can smell something raw and sulfuric, like a raging forest fire. Have I regained my lost magic? My body strains beneath the force of all this power. My bones ache, my body hurts. It's a struggle simply to hold my palm upright, but I still do. Oh, impossible. My body is no longer my body. Instead, it's a volcano, a conduit that exists only to channel magical energy out of my fingertips. My sad, singular tail splits into 1, then 4, then finally 9. All fox girls are born with 1 tail, and over time, as their magic gets stronger, they grow more tails. Most fox girls end their lives with 4 or 5. It's exceedingly rare for any fox girl to even grow 7 tails, let alone 8, while 9 is a symbol of ultimate power. My mother is the only fox girl I know who has 9 tails, but even then, she doesn't usually display her full power. Fox girls with 9 tails are incredibly strong, but they can be unstable. Controlling all that raw magical energy takes a toll, so most fox girls who obtain their 9th tail keep it sealed away. Not even my mother can withstand the burden of 9 tails on a regular basis, but now I have tails of my own. I've ascended. This can't be happening. Ohana staggers backwards, her eyes wide. I've never seen power like this before. I always knew you had potential, but to be this powerful, you're almost like a goddess. How are you doing this, Makoto? You're not supposed to be this strong. It's not a question of how. I just saw that Junie was in trouble and my body reacted accordingly. I'm doing this so I can save her. You mean your powers are tied up in welfare of that human girl? But it can't be. She's unworthy of you, Makoto. She doesn't deserve your protection. She's just a weak, punny human. I don't understand why you care for her so much. You wouldn't. That's because you never once understood me. You say you love me, but you're selfish. You only ever cared about your own feelings. But I'm not like you. I love Junie, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything to keep her safe. I'll defeat anybody who stands in my way, even if that person is you. I loved you once, Ohana, but I won't make any excuses for your behavior. The only one who needs to be punished for their sins is you. Makoto, wait, please stop. I won't. Now prepare yourself. I won't show any mercy. A burst of powerful magic explodes from my extended palm. It slices through the air, incorporeal, but even more cutting than its sharpest knife. Sparks fly, the sky burns, the air gets hotter and hotter. Ohana tries to run, but Kya, my magic engulfs her. It sears her clothes and the ends of her pale pink hair and knocks her off her feet. Ohana is blown backwards by the force of my magic. Her body hits the ground with a loud thud. She doesn't get back up again. Did you kill her?
Probably not. Okay, that's what I thought. She's fucking she apparently has underwear and it's just leaves. Go nymphs, I guess.
How could this be?
Ohana lies on the ground, her clothes torn, skin marked with cuts and bruises from the sheer force of my magical blast. The intense magical assault I bombarded her with, hurt her, yes, but Ohana is many centuries older than me. She has a few tricks up her sleeve. She was able to neutralize much of my magic attack before it hit her. She's still alive, but I don't think she has enough power to keep fighting. She looks completely drained.
Makoto, you really have changed these last 3 days. You're almost unrecognizable.
Wait, why does she have one tail? What happened to her fucking Super Saiyan form? Jesus Christ, man. Oh, do you think so?
That's right.
Ohana winces, holding their torn clothes together with quaking hands.
It looks like you finally found your resolve. I always knew you were strong, but I think you might be stronger than Himiko.
Stronger than my mom, huh? I never thought the day would come, but maybe Ohana's right. When I faced off against her, I felt an incredible surge of power running through me. From the top of my head to the tips of my fingers, it would be no exaggeration to say I've never felt that way before. I wonder if my mom would be proud of me. Stronger than I dared to believe, but now the threat of imminent danger has passed. Most of my magic has faded. My tails have melted away, no longer 9, but a much more manageable one. I can't believe that intense power surging through my body any longer. Maybe I don't need it. Ohana's already been defeated.
I just have to wonder, why are you unable to use your powers when I tutored you? Was there something lacking with my training? I tried so hard for your sake, but I couldn't help you. How then did you become so strong?
I already told you. It's because I wanted to protect Junie.
You mean that human girl?
That's right. And speaking of which, I need to see if she's alright. I dashed across the moonlit field, weaving my way around the fissures on the ground and bits of broken wood. The vines which once had Junie in their deathly grip are gone, and so are the other vines that once wrapped around the stalls and villagers. Did my magic destroy the vines, or was Ohana unable to feed them magical energy after being hit by my attack? I'm not sure, and I don't really care. I'm too worried about Junie. Junie, are you alright? I kneel beside Junie and lift her head onto my lap, careful not to jostle her. I don't want to open her wounds. Using the vestiges of my fading magic, I repair her clothes and peer at her face anxiously. Hey, Junie, please! Junie stirs, her head still resting upon my thighs. Her pale eyelashes tremble as she looks up at me, exhausted, yes, but not overcome. She's still alive. Oh, Junie, thank goodness. I was starting to think you'd never open your eyes. If that happened, all this would have been for nothing. I don't know what I would have done.
It's all right, Makoto. I'll be fine. As a knight, I've suffered more serious scrapes than this. Right now, I think you're the one that needs looking after.
I don't follow.
Then let me show you.
Junie brushes my hands away, then rises. She takes a seat beside me, nestled among the singed grass, and leans in. She's so close, our faces are almost touching. Hey, Junie, what are you... My voice breaks off as, without any warning, Junie reaches out with one hand and wipes her fingers beneath my eyes. Here.
Take a look at this.
I cast my eye over Junie's fingertips and see a few sparkling beads shining on her fingers. But of course they're not beads, they're tears. Huh? I sniffle, wiping my eyes with my own hands. Why am I crying? I don't get it. I should be happy. I am happy. I'm so relieved you're alright, Junie.
Then maybe they're tears of happiness?
You think so?
Yeah. It's strange, though. I never thought you were a crybaby.
A crybaby? My face burns red and I pout. I am not. I'm the future chief of the Yamatai Fox Girls, and my mother is Himiko. I can't be a crybaby. Besides, in case you don't remember, you were the one who were crying when I found you. If it wasn't for me, you would have been eating my slime, remember?
Oh yes, I remember. I was grateful for you back then, and I still am now. I'm more grateful than you could ever know. I'm so glad I found you again, Makoto. You are my dearest, most precious friend.
Junie, I should be more happy, and I am, but my head's all messed up. I can't keep my emotions under control. My eyes prickle with tears, and I sniff, trying to wipe them away before Junie can see, but it's too late. I'm just so relieved. I'm always being useless, but I'm glad in the end I was able to protect the person I love. So you
cared about Junie that much? I thought it was just a passing infatuation, but I think I can understand now.
Ohana pulls herself upright on unsteady legs and uses what remains of her magic to fix her clothes. She then surveys me, eyes narrowed in the dark.
Your magic lay within you, untapped. You couldn't use it because you had no reason to. You were only able to command your fearsome power when a human was in danger. You fought against me for her sake. She's the source of your new abilities. She must be dearer to you than I ever imagined.
Well, of course she is. Junie's the first friend I ever made, and she means much, much more to me than you. Ohana winces, her lower lip trembling.
You don't mean that, do you? Makoto, after everything I've done for you...
Oh yes, I'm super happy that you wiped my memories of my best friend. I forgot about Junie because of you.
I did it for your benefit, Makoto. Please try to understand what you
did heck. You're just saying that to sound good, but this whole thing was never about me. You're a monster.
How cruel it is to be called a monster by my own apprentice. I never wanted to hurt you, Makoto. I just wanted to bring you back to the forest with me where you're safe.
As if. I've been safe with you most of my life, and I'm sick of it. I'm old enough to know what I want, and I want to stay with Junie.
So you mean to turn your back on me?
That's right. You've done nothing to deserve my sympathy. In fact, all I feel towards you right now is disgust. You're a powerful nymph. You're a lot more pathetic than I thought.
Pathetic?
Ohana grimaces.
I must admit, I do seem rather pathetic now. I never wanted to see this side of me, Makoto, but I suppose you're right. When you first met that human girl, I was afraid she would entice you away from Yamatai and away from me. I've always been so rebellious. You've always been so rebellious, even when you were a little girl. I thought it was an endearing personality trait. It made teaching you a joy, but I didn't want you to leave me. Your mother, Himiko, entrusted me to look after you. I knew she would never forgive me if I let you leave Yamatai, with a human no less. And I would never forgive myself either. I was worried for your safety, but no.
Ohana shakes her head.
It was more than that. It was because I was selfish. I never should have taken your memories away from you. It was a painful, cowardly action, not befitting a nymph such as myself. I have lived many centuries, and I should have known better. I reacted rashly, spurred on by my own fears, and I never paused to think about how you would feel. Am I a poor excuse for a tutor? Perhaps Himiko made a mistake when she appointed me to watch over you. I've done nothing to cause you suffering, and for that I must apologize. If only there was a way to make amends for my sins. I wish there was something I could do to apologize, but I'm afraid it's too late. I just don't want you to hate me. Though I did wrong, I really do love you.
I bit my lip, unsure of what to say. Of course I'm angry. I trusted Ohana with my life, and she betrayed me. I thought I could rely on her, and she's just as self-serving as anybody else. I can't respect her like I used to, but do I hate her? I don't know. What should I do now? Alright, well, that's a good place to stop. We're probably reaching close to the end, but I don't know for sure. But if you guys do enjoy this series, make sure you guys hit that like button down below for me, because you already know your support's greatly appreciated, as well as subscribing, and of course leaving a comment in the comment section down below. All of these things really do help out, and I really do appreciate it. If you guys are excited, make sure you guys keep watch on the channel. These episodes come up relatively frequently, and we'll see you all next time.